Hey, what's going on, guys? It's Matt had to represent for DA Dangerously Active League. Pretty much wanted to show or demonstrate what I'm lacking seeing in most trolls for PCE, Phoenix Cannon Elite raid, um, where they're where you need to hold a suppressor. So pretty much, I'm just gonna give it my version and explanation and my experience on how a troll should maintain your part of your job, not just as a troll, but your other job as to holding and maintaining suppressor while the other guys do what they need to do. All right, so we're going to start off with the loadout. Now, I explain this to most guys, most players, for example. The way I pretty much have my loadout is consistent. uh, it depends for any different troll because you got your heart light, whatever. But for me, from left to right, I have my self supercharge, which is a heal buff, the defensive debuff, your precision, give back the power to the group, quantum tunneling, pretty much dip and dodge works out well in the clinch, and group supercharge shield for everybody else. Now, one of these I pretty much sub out, and it's not the two, it's the third one. So I will sub out my Wonder Woman lasso to help me out with the suppressor. So again, from left to right, my loadout, which is not changing much because again, it's optional. Wonder Woman lasso is pretty much a staple. You don't really need it, but it helps out a lot. From left to right is a stun, is the heart debuff, the defensive debuff, and Woman lasso, which is a hard pull and also is a long-lasting stun. Also, for people who do not know in the raids, because it has happened a few occasions, a lot of people didn't know that because there's Vite troll and there's dominant trolls. A lot of trolls in here, if your dominant's got to be at least, I guess the number is 1490, but the very least 15k of dominance for this raid to stun and to control the suppressor and any other ads in here. Now we're going to go to here's a second or quote unquote third option. The chrono emitters. Came across a few other trolls. One troll in particular, I'm not gonna call no names out, but he pretty much had a butthurt attitude when I healed it and it didn't work out well for him as a troll. He wasn't maintaining his suppressor at all in no way, shape, or form. So the group suggested for him to use Wonder Woman lasso. They suggested for him to use a chronometer. He felt like he was good. His ignorant comment was he has no room in his utility slot for a chronometer. The guy expected him and saw an orbital strike, asked him to swap that out for a chronometer. He refused to do it. So in the interim of that, he ended up getting kicked. So again, your option for this is pretty much is a staple, is Wonder Woman lasso, and that's pretty much it. Is again, if anybody is worth their salt, don't know what Wonder Woman lasso is, it's like it says in the iconics. Always save up a one skill point or two. That pretty much was the old school DC Universe rule of thumb. You save one skill point, or definitely two. So if somebody asks you or troll that you rarely use this ability at all, do you have one of them lasso, or do you have this, or do you have that? No, I don't, but I got a skill point. I can just pop it on, swap it out for one of my loadouts, and I'm good to go. That's pretty much how that works out. Now, all this right here is your chessboard. So I'm gonna show a video after the fact of how I did it. There was one, the group didn't work out did not work out completely at all. It was a little clusterfuck, but I just only wanted to came in there just to demonstrate what I can do as a troll. did it as a troll with one successful group. It worked out well. So hopefully y'all definitely will see that one. But yeah, excuse me. So there's the whole chessboard right here. So imagine this is half the field. Cluster ads right here. The lieutenant and the boss is right here. You can run this pretty much two ways. The way I got it beat was with one tank solo. You pretty much can do two tanks, one tank, what have you. One tank, pull the bosses up here and kite the boss up there. That's one option. The second tank pretty much sits and waits, burns out the lieutenant. As the DPS is burning the balls to slow their health, the ads will get ready to rise up. Once they do, the group should be on the outside perimeter of everything, so they won't get no splash damage. The second tank that's taking ads spawn is pulling aggro from the ads. They burn the ads, and then the second primary tank is sitting here comfortably just waiting until ads are spawned out. All right, now once the boss health is going down to a bare minimum, I say 50%, correct me if I'm wrong, so I'm not 100% perfect, so we'll say 50+%. When the boss health goes down, in one of these four corners here, I haven't seen it spawn here, so we could say all up and down his left side, all up and down his right side, the suppressor will spawn out. You can't miss it. So as a troll, me as camera view and angle, because again, I suggest for people all the time, zoom your camera out so you can see the whole full 360 of this. So for me, my preference, my best camera angle is here. I'm either sitting here or I'm sitting here, but my preference is pretty much in the right. So I might be sneaking here in the first phase of the boss phase and trolling, debuffing, and giving out power and what have you, and doing what I need to do. And in my side eye, meaning when I mean my side eye, I could be facing here as my tune, but I can be here still trolling, locked onto the boss. And once I see the suppressor starting to spawn out, I will camp around it, wait for it, get a lock, and pull it. And once it's pulled, I am kiting it over here or yanking it over here right side. But if the tank is on his right side, I am over here on the left, opposite from the tank that's supposed to be holding the ads. And that's all I'm doing, rinse and repeating. That's all I'm doing is rinse and repeating. It's very easy, and just pulling it. Now let's just say, Mad Hatter, what happens if if teleporters pop up? What do we do then? I'm glad you asked. So this is what you do. Now for the teleporter phase, you got four corners, one here, one here, one here, and one here. So usually two spawn, and the main primary one, the big one that does the one shot, will randomly spawn either here or this side. So you have options with these. So if a small portal and you're suppressing the suppressor, and let's just say a small portal spawns here, you're good to go. You don't have to worry about it. Stationary where you need to be at, and you're great. Now if it spawns over here, it's still close, and that's where the tank is at, that's still fine. Pull it, stun it a bit, time it, pull it again, wait for the red, you come on out, pull it, do what you need to do as a troll, and that's it. Now, Mad Hatter, what happens if it spawns up in front? Great, I'm glad you asked. And this is where you use your judgment call. So again, let's just say, for example, the bigger portal spawns up here, and the little portal spawns on both sides. And you may feel like you don't have enough time to run up all the way up there or over here. So what I would do is, again, I'm in my nice little spot on the left or right. I'll just pull it, the suppressor, and come over here. Again, your camera in the side eye, you can see with a big cog, and once it's fully go down, time it. You get one more pull off the suppressor. See the cog, okay, does a one shot, come on out, go back to pulling the suppressor, and then you just rinse and repeat, and that's pretty much it. Now, here's a hiccup. Let's just say you get too comfortable as a troll, which that does happen, because it's happened to me once or twice. But again, that's what the whole group is for. And you have instant chat on, you have the mic on, so communication is a must, because you can't troll and tank and heal and do the typing all the time 24/7. So let's just say you're right here or anywhere you're trolling on the suppressor, and you make a mistake and he suppresses you. Just walk up toward where the tank is tanking at. Don't run into the tank, because he's tanking the boss. Be very aware of the charges and the skulls of the boss, and just simply ask the tank, hey, just pull him one time. Or if the tank notices it, as like any real good tank should, and he or she sees a suppressor coming over this way, he will yank it. Great, you already pretty much had the suppressor locked on. Just yank it back and come back into your designated spot safely, and that's it. Yank it back in a corner, rinse, repeat, and you're good to go. Alright, so I hope that makes sense. I'm gonna show the video. So again, you have your loadout. I have mine from left to right. Troll like you normally troll. The one woman lasso is definitely a staple. You can use Einstein Ray if you want to. If you don't want to use Wonder Woman Lasso, it's a real snap quick pull, but I definitely prefer the Wonder Woman's Lasso. And the next option is the chrono emitter, which is a hard stun as an option. Because again, you're trolling, so you don't need no orbitals, you don't need no henchmen, you don't need all this extra. You're trolling, you're maintaining the suppressor in the corner. That's all you're doing. So from left to right, or however the group have themselves situated, if they want to tank the boss upstairs, if they want to two tank it, one tank it, you just make sure you have your situation maintained, and that's pretty much it. So thank you for listening. Any other fellow trolls out there, Hardlights, Quantums, Munitions, please throw your comments in the comment box section, you know, because I'm sure there's other trolls out there that successfully did it. And I keep hearing everybody say it's so easy, which I feel it is. So for some reason, a lot of people can't do it. So enjoy the video.